welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. This is Mike, and I'm here today with Paul and John.
Here at Pop Culture Explosion, we pay the Disney Plus subscription. Well, at least I do. We watched the first season. We fell in love with Baby Yoda. We're like, oh my God, Mando's a total badass. And then we got this really badass bad guy with a black saber. John, what are we talking about today?
We're talking Star Trek, right? No, we
John,
are.
Mike, who is this guy?
We
I
are
found him in the
here
subway.
with the Mandalorian trailer for season 2.
Oh my God, Mandalorian. Guys, this is going to be a reaction, but more of a breakdown of what us three geeks picked up on this 90-second trailer. We got some images, and we're just going to be talking about scene by scene, what our theories are, what our thoughts are. There's a really good chance we're going to be dead wrong on 75% of them. But you know what? If we're 25% right with some of these, I will be happy. So Mike, why don't you start the pictures?
All right, we're gonna share my screen in our Zoom call tonight, and we're gonna start here at the top. We have some photos to break down the trailer, and what are we looking at here? Looks like Earth.
It's a crippled ship. That's what we see. The back end is open. In the trailer, this thing is limping. The planet, we don't know what planet it is. It looks like either a water planet. If it was Endor, that'd be pretty cool, but I don't think that's the case. But
John, you have
yeah.
any theories on what that might be?
The Razor Crest here just looks like it's broke its damn beak. I mean, that thing is definitely seen better days. It's been through a nice little battle. And I think it's kind of limping along to the next port, maybe even Navarro, if I have to guess, kind of meeting up with Grief and Kara.
There you go. All right, we're gonna move to this kind of cool night shot, looks like. I don't think there's much to say about this other than it looks pretty cool.
Well, the one thing about this trailer I really liked is it was 50% of this trailer was narrated from season 1. You know, about this is the way you have to find the Jedi sorcerers. And I love this image of these two characters.
It was a great little just recap a bit for season 1, just the important, like what, season 1, the little tease that we got, what we knew season 2 was going to be about. It leads into this. So I think it's a great thing used just to recycle that and bring viewers that maybe hadn't seen it or seen it once and just not into it like really that much, getting them back in, just like a little recap, little tiny recap to get them back in.
So cool. Moving to, it's always cool to see Tusken Raiders and a Bantha, which could imply that we're on Tatooine, but not necessarily.
I'm calling it Tatooine.
There are 3 powerful Jedis that have touched Tatooine: Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, and Ben Kenobi. If this is not Tatooine, I would eat my PS4 controller.
Well, hey, you know what? They had Jawas on that other weird planet the last time, so just saying. And they look kind of cold in this one.
I think this is Baby Yoda's first experience to snow.
Is he going to make a little Baby Yoda snowball?
No, but any picture with Baby Yoda is
the way the world is like, listen here, kid, this is how we roll.
So I don't think it would be fair to say that every biome that we see is going to be something from the original trilogy. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Part of me is like, I definitely want to see him expand. I love seeing the different planets that we got last year. First impression, I thought maybe it's Hoth, but I don't need it to be Hoth. It could be any.
Right. It's expanding the universe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think, if you expand the universe, make it a larger place that's more diverse. I mean, not just diverse, but like more things, nooks and crannies to explore. Don't just keep going back to the same movies.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that they will maybe deliver on that. So, all right, who do we have here?
We have Miss Sasha Banks, the boss, taking some time away from WWE to do some filming here, which is pretty much, I think, all the biggest rumors. I think my speculation, I'm not calling it legit confirmed, but I believe that she is Sabine Wren from Rebels.
Nice. That would be really cool.
You think her and Cara Dune are going to duke it out since they're both fighters?
I think Cara Dune will whoop her ass.
I'm not saying who's going to win. I'm just
Really?
saying you think there's going to be a conflict.
Hand to hand. I mean, we had that last year with Cara and then Mando, so of course it's like your typical, team ups. Always have to start in a fight.
Hmm.
So I think there could be a rumble, but I think this is more or less keeping in line with the last season of Clone Wars in a way, where
And she's connected with Ahsoka.
yeah, and Ahsoka is doing her before the last major thing, the Mandalorian Bo-Katan, played by Katie Sackhoff, who apparently is going to be reprising in the show here, was following her kind of like the same way we got the same vibes here. So I bet this is like a little like she's scoping out the Mando to hire him or something for a job.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
And
Now,
before-
we got Mando hanging out with some X-Wings here.
Those aren't friendly X-Wings.
No.
No.
And
There's
I like what I like about this, Paul and Mike, is this is showing he's playing middle of the road. He's not choosing one side or another. He's doing his own path. And so he's going to run afoul of the Republic, the New Republic. He's going to run afoul of, the other bounty hunters or other would eventually be the rise of the First Order here. So or even the remnants of the Empire. So I'm really digging this.
He has one loyalty only, and that's Baby Yoda. That's
Well, his clan. His clan.
Yeah, his clan. And when I first saw them, I'm like, oh, this should be nice. And when they opened up the X-Wings, their wings, I'm like, oh, this is not going to end well. So I'm wondering if he's going to destroy these two X-Wings like he did that other bounty hunter that was chasing them.
Go back to the first shot where it's just kind of limping in. Maybe these X-Wings fucked him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. So what do we got here? And then, well, we have some clouds.
And the two X-Wings are behind him.
Which, we think Cloud City, but again, wouldn't be a bad thing if it was something new. Some favorites from the first season.
Pure legends.
I love Carl Weathers.
That Grief has worked on his little magic hands, magic fingers.
I loved the growth of his character. At the beginning, he was friends with Mando only because Mando was fulfilling a purpose for him. And then once Mando lost that purpose, he became enemies. And then he realized, oh, I'm on the wrong side on this issue, and did a complete 180. And I love these two characters.
I don't know if they were friends per se. They were just jobs. Like, he was friendly.
Friendly. That's a better word. He was very friendly.
And I think they definitely had more of a bond after the events of the season finale. They definitely bonded more. So I think that we're going to see more of that grow in those relationships. I think we're going to explore a little bit in these limited episodes that we get.
So now we have some of those cool TIE fighters, if they're even called TIE fighters.
No, they're TIE fighters. I forgot
with the foldy wings.
But yeah, it's not like they're on a ship. Maybe they do have a Star Destroyer, maybe they don't. But otherwise, these come maybe what they look like when they're landing and not on a ship and hanging out.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Well, there's multitude of models of TIE fighters, and this is just a different model of TIE fighter.
Yeah, this is true. And of course, more biker scouts, which is also always cool.
Biker scouts are my favorite stormtroopers. And when I saw these three jumping off the ledge, I almost fell out of my chair. I thought this was probably the second coolest scene in this trailer, in my humble opinion.
That was a great scene, but for me, these speeder troopers have always been trash. Just going back to Endor, just getting taken out in the forest.
Just so cool, though.
Yeah, I love their pistols. I have a bunch of them.
Plus, they beat the crap out of Baby Yoda.
So, explain this meme you included, Paul. This is something you were going to see on our Facebook page.
I created this meme today, and I shared it, and it's getting a lot of traction, actually. But this scene is where all these bounty hunters just jump up and surrounded Mando. And if you remember in season 1, Baby Yoda experienced the results of the Sparrows, and they just killed everyone. So the moment Baby Yoda saw those light up, he's like, oh shit. I mean, literally, I heard Baby Yoda say, "Oh shit," as he closed his little crypt. And then all hell broke loose. And I literally was laughing out loud when I saw that scene.
That's
Okay.
straight up like that's just like, yep. I that was probably my favorite part.
Yeah. Yep,
I'm just
mine
sitting
too.
there 'cause you didn't expect it. It just hit, and I'm like, okay.
He's like, okay, I'm tapping out, click. And of course, this is just the result of that conflict where he pretty much kills everybody, you know. And just once again, Mando is the badass
And
in this
how
show.
about being more than just kid friendly here? Because like that's doing some talking to like we're seeing some dude just take a straight, I don't know what a knife or some sort of thing right to the chest.
See, and I, you know, they always say that Star Wars is a kid's show. I truly believe Mando, the Mandalorian, was made for the OG Star Wars fans. Yes, we got the new fans from the prequels, but I really view that this is really respectful to the OG, and they're making these movies for 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds, and 40-year-old geeks is going to buy these toys. That's my impression, because this is not a story
Yeah.
for kids.
Well, plus you have Jon Favreau in there, doing his thing. And
The mantra is like, imagine it for like a, whatever, 10-year-old, 12-year-old. These are, they're for kids. So you have your bent, and like you're right, it definitely appeals to like the older crowd. But I think they're not limiting themselves to that too.
No, no. So, Mike, let's go to the final picture and let's give our final thoughts on this trailer reaction.
so your final picture is the Mandalorian,
So
October 30.
let's talk about what we didn't see in this trailer. We didn't see Moff Gideon. We didn't see Ahsoka Tano. What else, John, do you think should have been in this trailer that we didn't see?
No Rex or Boba Fett. I mean, at that point, I think we all know Rex, Boba Fett are going to be in it. No Justified himself, Timothy Oliphant playing Cobb Vanth. That wasn't in there. They're definitely holding some stuff back. Katie Sackhoff too. I don't think you need to have all that. There's some stuff I would have loved to see Ahsoka myself, but
Me too.
I think hold back on some stuff because there's always going to be another trailer coming out.
You know what? I really wish I didn't hear that Ahsoka Tano was going to be in this. I think having her show up in the third or fourth episode, kind of like how Baby Yoda showed up, I would have been floored, and I would have. So maybe I'm actually glad that I don't see them in this trailer, because I will then start judging this, because filling the shoes of Ahsoka Tano is going to be tough by any actress, just because she is such a beloved character. And I know that I'm going to be comparing her to the last season of the Clone Wars.
And Ashley Eckstein. For me, Ashley Eckstein was Ahsoka, just the voice. I mean, absolutely brilliant.
Oh, love the actress.
Yeah, absolutely great.
So, Mike, any final thoughts?
Well, just my final thought was, you said, what that last thing where you said what should have been in there, and I think, none of that stuff should be in there on the first trailer. We'll probably typically get 3 trailers, right? So yeah, I can, and maybe I was gonna say maybe they won't show that stuff, but I think they will towards the end. But final thoughts is I'm really excited about it. I just finished the 6 Star Wars movies, so with Return of the Jedi. So now I'm right in position to watch the first season again. And so it'll be a good timeline right up to when this comes out.
John, anything?
That's about it, man. You just kind of, I think we've been all waiting for a while. It's glad they finally dropped it. At least put some marketing out there, because we're about 40 days away, 45 days away.
Well, if 2020 can have any shining light at the end of the tunnel, it's the Mandalorian. So, guys, I think I've explained myself well enough. What are your thoughts on this trailer? Are you super stoked on the Mandalorian? And one thing for sure is, once again, is proof that Baby Yoda is adorable as ever. I know where I'll be on the 30th of October with my Disney Plus subscription, because really the Mandalorian is the only reason why I have Disney Plus. So guys, put your comments in the section below what your thoughts are on this trailer. If at any moment we deserve a like for this video, smash that like button. And we do know a lot of you folks that do watch our videos are not subscribed. So there's a little red button that says subscribe. It would really help out the channel. if you subscribe. So with that being said, guys, peace out.
Peace out.